Hello guys, Retro Extreme 79 back with my newest pickup video since my last video. I try to do an on-camera appearance, but my son, he's awake and he's running around like usual, so it's almost near impossible to try to make an on-camera appearance because he's running around the house and in his walker, so it's hard to be on camera, but some of my viewers told me that this point of view is a little better. Some prefer this, some prefer the on-camera appearance with the video game background, but yeah, I gotta do it like this today. Anyhow, thanks guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate the support as always. Since last time, I gained a few subscribers, but early this morning I lost to one, which, whatever, I'm used to losing subscribers. And like I said, I rather have a nice loyal following of subscribers that actually watch and comment on videos than people that I just want to delete their account or somebody that just wants to subscribe because of a contest. Eventually I'll get to 100 guys. It's just going to take some time, but I'm just happy with my audience and for you watching right now. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do this and I enjoy doing this for you guys to share what I get. So as you could see, right there are a stack of music CDs. I got them for 90 cents each at the Village Discount Outlet thrift store. This is the only thing not video game related, so let's just get into it. And all the CDs are in really good shape, not a scratch on them, and I just bought them. Well, most of the ones you're about to see I actually own, but I had them in a visor back in the day, and they got kind of scratched up that a couple don't play no more, so basically these are replacements. So as you can see, I have 8 Mile, the soundtrack by Eminem, 90 cents. I have the Eminem Show. I don't know how many of you out there listen to rap. I like all kinds of music, guys. But today's music honestly sucks. I don't really like it. And probably maybe because I'm older. I don't know. I'm a little older than most of you guys, or some of you guys. That's the Marshall Mathers LP. But my favorite rapper of all time is the late Tupac Shakur. But I think Tupac is still alive. I think the man's living in Cuba. And I think he's going to come back in 2014. And those who follow rap and know about Tupac know that when he was locked up in jail, he was reading about Machiavelli. Like it was like some famous person from Italy that faked his own death. And I think that's what he's trying to do, because a lot of the the evidence and Tupac's appearances in recent years have led to believe that he's actually alive. So anyways, I'm rambling. Tupac's my favorite rapper, followed by Eminem, and then I like Nas, and I like old school rap like Dr. Dre, Snoop, Wu-Tang Clan. But generally speaking, I like all kinds of music, but I think today's music is not that great. Here is a D12 World, Eminem's group. What do they got that's good? My Band, that's one of the, I think the only single from this CD. The Wonder Years. Now you guys know how much I love the show, and when I saw the soundtrack, I had to get it. And it's only 90 cents, so it's not a big deal. I have a double CD, Wu-Tang Clan Forever. Cash Rules, The Rules, Scary Hours. Yes, it's got some good songs. And Encore by Eminem. So yeah, I had all these CDs right here, guys. These were all 90 cents each, so that's pretty cool to have. Alright, next let's get into some purchases that I made at the Village Discount Outlet, same place where I got the CDs from. First off, I picked up a copy still sealed in the case. That's Spider-Man 3 for PS3. As you can see the price there, it's $2.90. And for $2.90 for a brand new sealed PS3 game, it's worth it any day of the week. I never played this game. It looks okay. But yeah, $2.90, an amazing steal. Next up, I picked up Cars for the GameCube. I paid $2.45 for it because green tags are half off. So of $2.45, I paid for this game. I only bought it because I was thinking about my son, and on top of that, the game, it was really clean. It was complete. There's the game right there. The manual's right here, guys. Right there. You probably could see underneath there, right there. And the game's really good condition. So, yeah, $245 for that. Next up, I picked up for $290 an Xbox game called Jade Empire Limited Edition from the developer of the 2003 Game of the Year. Now, I don't know much about this game, guys, but the cover looked kind of cool, and the back looked kind of cool. So, yeah, it's a limited edition too. So, the fact that it was limited edition and it looked like a pretty awesome game, you know, I had to pick it up. And for $290, it was a good deal. I thought it is complete. It's a double disc, and the discs are flawless. And that's one. And here is two. So yeah, $290 for that. Jade Empire. Next up, I picked up for Sega Genesis, Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing for two. Actually, no, this one I paid $145 because this is a green tag, so I paid $145 for this. This game, I remember when I was a young teenager, my friend let me borrow it, and I actually really enjoyed it, guys. And when I had a Genesis back in the day, and even up to now as an adult, I've never actually owned the game. So I'm actually happy to have this game in my collection. You know, it's a really good game for, in my opinion anyways, for what it was back in the day. And it's complete, as you can see. So I'm really, really happy to have that in my collection, guys. That was $145, and the last few games I got are Game Gear games. This one was $1.90, as you can see. I'm glad they finally wrote it on the case. It's Streets of Rage. I can't really open it with one hand, guys. I'm sorry, but whatever. Streets of Rage 1 for the same price of $190. I picked up Streets of Rage 2. And Streets of Rage 2 here, guys, I do have a duplicate, so if anybody's interested in this game, let me know. Streets of Rage 2 is up for trade. And also I have a copy of Mario 64 for Nintendo 64. If anybody's interested in that game also, I have Mario 64 up for trade. But the last game I have for R94 is a Game Gear game, Shinobi Part 2. Shinobi 2, The Silent Fury. I got about 30 Dreamcast, 30 Game Gear games. So that's pretty cool. I mean, 30 Game Gear games. So yeah, $190 for those three. And then, okay guys, what I'm going to show you next, I bought on Craigslist, okay? So, I'll tell you what I paid for it at the end of showing you. But so far, that's what I got from the thrift store. What I'm going to show you, I got as a Craigslist buy. So, let's start off with this. It was in a sandwich bag. It's, excuse me guys, it's the e-reader. And, let me see if I can open it. Okay, here we go. It's the e-reader, guys, and it comes with, let's see, get it out of there. Here it is. Very, very cool. It came with also in this little bag here. It came with Gradius Galaxies. It's in the case. Gradius Galaxies by Konami. And it came with these cards. They're like game cards. And I'm not too familiar with these guys, but they have tennis, a bunch of cards of tennis. They got, let's see, they got baseball. This is the NES version of baseball, so I'm assuming you could play it on there. 5 baseball cards. You have a Donkey Kong Jr. again from the NES. So there is also, let's see. There is 5 of these. Excitebike NES version. And there's also 5 of those cards. This is the e-reader Game & Watch collection. Manhole. Donkey Kong 3. NES. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And tennis. NES, 5 of those cards as well. Alright, there you go, guys. Okay, so moving on. Complete in box with manual Super Ghouls and Ghosts by Capcom for Game Boy Advance. And yeah, this game is complete. I'll do the best I can for you guys, but it's in the plastic bag right there, and the manual is actually right over here, guys. I don't want to take it out, but as you can see, it's right there. And it's got the game right here in the plastic baggie. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So I got that complete. Next up, I got Contra Advance, the Alien Wars, complete with the box. And yeah, same thing, guys. It's complete right here with the manual and the game right there. And yeah, so that's pretty cool to have. I got Contra and Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Next up, I have Super Mario Advance, featuring Mario 2 in the classic Mario Brothers arcade. And as always, oh, excuse me, it's got the manual right there, guys. See, right, it's got the manual right there. It's got the game, but no plastic bag in the game, guys. But that's okay. Still very cool to have a complete copy. Next up, I have Batman, the video game for the original Game Boy. Wow. I never saw one of these, you know, for Game Boy boxed. At least a Batman game. It's complete. It's got everything inside. Alright, there it is. And, so yeah, guys, so that's complete. Original Game Boy. Next up, I have for Game Boy Advance, Final Fight 1. Final Fight 1 by Capcom. And, yeah. Never played that. I played Mario Advance. The only game I played all these games I'm showing you. I know it's a pretty good game, of course. This one I just got the plastic baggie. It's got the manual there. And, yeah. So I picked up these 5 games. The e-reader with the cards for the 5 games. Gradius. And last up, and as part of this, the final thing I'm going to show you guys, a boxed Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance in the box. And, man, this is in really good shape, guys. Let me show you. Here's the serial number right there. And let's get to it. Let me see. There it is, guys. Check it out. In very good condition. It's got batteries. The guide included batteries in it. And it's got all the paperwork, manuals inside right there. You can see it. But they're in there. So, yeah. So, for the box, complete Game Boy Advance, the e-reader, the 5 games, so the 5 with all the cards, Loose Gradius Galaxies, and 5 games, box complete with manual and all. For all this, I paid $35 on Craigslist, guys. $35 for all this stuff, which I thought was a steal. And, yeah, I'm very happy to find this. Normally on Craigslist, all you find are a bunch of resellers, but once in a great while, you'll find a deal like this. So, yeah, this is an awesome deal, $35, guys. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I picked up this past week. Tomorrow's back to work, unfortunately, and it's going to be a rough weekend for me. I'm working double shifts. I don't know if you guys watch the news or are aware that the NATO Summit is going to be held here in Chicago. So, of course, that means more work for me and my team. So, due to the NATO Summit being here in Chicago, they got all kinds of security, and now they're bringing outside police from other cities to help us in case protesters start to riot and go nuts. But, oh man, I hope it's going to be a very busy weekend and a crazy one, and I hope I could see you guys on my next video in one piece. So, yeah, please like the video, guys. Leave your comments below. And if you're not a subscriber already, please do so. I greatly appreciate the support. And so until I see you next time, hopefully in one piece after the NATO Summit and after the long hours of work, this has been Retro Extreme 79, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and keep it retro, guys.